Hello, Tim here from Tech. I wanted to show you guys my home water setup here, my water wonderland, where I go from tap water all the way to some of the best Ormus trap water. And it actually splits it up into 3 different waters here. We'll show you at the end. Let me just go through everything briefly, and there'll be links below on everything, on more specifically what everything does. So as you can see, normal tap water here, until I switch this diverter here to go into my system. This falls into the first round of the 3 here. It's just a regular carbon filter, and then the next two ones here. This is my green laser, so I can show you what I'm talking about. These are all active alumina, so they get rid of fluoride. They say one of these gets rid of 95% fluoride, and that the longer that it's in the active alumina, that the more fluoride it's going to get rid of. So now I got 2. So make sure I get rid of all the fluoride. And yeah, this is just a basic carbon one, first carbon filter that gets rid of all the basic stuff. So that's my first round right here, is these 3. So we got carbon, then alumina, getting rid of the fluorides and all the fun stuff. Then that goes into the CDS right here, this Hannish water filter. This is a little bit more higher class filter. This gets rid of all the microparticle stuff down to the 0.01, all that stuff. Gets rid of the pharmaceuticals, all the bad stuff in the water. So this is basically like the hardcore stuff, and this gets the more finer stuff here. So a lot of this is pretty much a system all in by itself, but this CTS, it doesn't get fluoride, so I wanted to make sure I got fluoride taken care of too, and might as well start off with a carbon one before that. Just this takes the brunt work of the cleaning of the water with the chemicals, and then this does the more fiber, the finer micro cleaning of all the other stuff. Then after that, it goes into the next round, which is my natural action technologies. This is basically hexagonal balls are inside of there, and about 4 or 5 of them in there, and this replicates what it does through when the water is going through nature, and this also purifies water. He said that you could take this thing anywhere, Mexico, anywhere, and just run the tap water through it and be able to drink it and be fine. So that's saying something right there. So if you're able to do that, then that's awesome. So basically, I got these guys doing the grunt work. This doing the microfibers, so this makes really clean filtered water here. But then this brings it back so it's like a spring water, and it gets rid of anything else, any memory, and so then this goes into the final, into the Kangen here. So I've got really purified, spring, clean, fresh, structured water here going into the Kangen. And I don't know if you know much about Kangens, but just briefly, it splits it up into 2. It goes, the main water comes out here, and then there's also wastewater, they call it, which is still good water, but it's not what you're making at the time. It goes out this thing. So with this, I can change the different pHs. I can get 9.5 pH, 11.5, 2.5, or even 5.5 for skin and beauty. It really absorbs doing that 5.5 on anything on your skin. It feels amazing. I really like that, and I'll be making colloidals with that coming soon. So this also electrolyzes this. It changes the pH of it using electrolysis, not chemicals. So it's a lot better than when they use lye and stuff like that, like they do. This also ionizes it, so gives it a high ORP, which is one of the best antioxidants, is hydrogen. This is a really good machine here. Once it goes out the Kangen, I do have it coming out and going around this Impoder up here. This is another Vortex system, a lot like the natural action technologies here, but this one is just one big implosion here. This is by Dan Winter. So that again implodes it and structures it. And then it goes through a phase conjugate magnet array here, which wipes the memory of water and also helps structures it and puts the clusters of the Ormus minerals together. This kind of like enlivens it and wakes it up and vitalizes it. They call these vitalizers, but this is the imploder that I got from Dan Winter, and then it goes to this magnet array, which it kind of concentrates it and clears the memory even, just like magnets do with hard drives. They do the same thing to water. It clears the memories, especially when you have these in like a phase conjugate fashion like they see here, where it's north-south, south-north, north. So they're opposing, but they're together. That's why they're back and forth like that. So then after that, it goes into my MyPiezo, or it goes right over the MyPiezo where I'm playing a frequency. As you can see here, just through my Kindle, I'm on my Ectech site, and I'm playing the 528 Hertz frequency. So I'm getting to be able to play the 528 Hertz at the end of this. So it's also structuring and then, giving a little love at the end. Then it comes out, after that, MyPiezo, it goes through a Vortex tube, which separates the Ormus, because this is it separates the oily stuff. This rotates it and it puts it in a vortex, and the cooled stuff goes out this side, and the hot stuff goes out this side for if you're doing air. But for water, the oilier stuff, the warmer stuff, the stuff we want, comes out this side, and the regular water will come out here. These magnets also help concentrate it to get the water in the middle of it, so that way it's going in that middle stream that goes out. So the water's coming out, and then it finally exits here. This is still really good water, 9.5 drinking water, but the best is coming out this concentrate here. So I might as well get started. I know the video's getting long, so see, regular tap water, not going very fast. Takes a minute here just to get it going. Got some of the wastewater already going out. I normally just let it run for a little while too, just to get the water that was kind of stagnant in there out, and we'll get some fresh water here. And I'll show you the difference on the Ormus water, which will collect in this cup coming out this side, and then the more regular, really good, still structured drinking water is what I call it. I use it for drinking water regularly, and then I get the concentration over here. Well, let's try not to make a mess. Alright, so that's gone long enough, so let me put this in here real quick. And sorry, everyone got so many hands. We'll get straight here in a second. Alright, there we go. Now you can see we got it filling up in this big cup over here. Let me readjust it again, sorry. There, now I feel better. Now it's going in there. Going in the big cup.